that are trying to make a name for themselves.
We talked a little bit yesterday about CP3 being a Spur, how that's going to affect the team. What does that mean for their growth? And, of course, Wemby going into it's only a sophomore season. I feel like he's been around forever. Yesterday it was play-in, but I'm going to change it up because we just mentioned Memphis and how stacked the West is. So I'm curious as to where the Spurs are in regards to that. Is it play-in? Is it playoff potential? Are they better than Memphis? Like, where are you putting them?
No, they're not better than Memphis, but I do think Wemby is that good where he can rally the troops and they can win some games. And I think they're so young. They're going to play. Besides him, there's not real load management on this team. So these guys are it's such a youthful team where they're going to be playing a lot of minutes. Guys like Keldon Johnson, Vassell. We'll see what the rookie from UConn does, Castle. So they do have a lot of talent there. It's just they're so young, and the Western Conference is pretty deep. Playoffs, I think, is a stretch. I do think they have a chance to fight there and get in the play-in, which would be great.
390 is not that great.
And you know what? I want to see Wemby in the playoffs. He's so good. He is the most fun player right now to watch. Like, I want to see him on the biggest stage, so I hope they do get there. It's a tall task.
I'm more of a Pop fan than any of these guys. I've learned I don't want to bet against Pop. I think he always gives them an opportunity to compete at a high level. Obviously, they're going to have the system in. They're going to have the tools to win with him being at the hem. And then you bring in a CP3 who's also a floor general, who's going to be another guy that's going to make sure that offense and defense is ran well. And if they can take a page out of the OKC book and take all of this young talent and turn that into a miracle, a Cinderella-type season, I think they get in on a play-in, on the back end. But, you know, them trying to get into from 1 through 6, I don't see that happening. I think they can fight for a 7 or 8 seed in the West.
Crazier things have happened.
What do you think?
I'm optimistic. That's how I feel about it. Because you never know. You never know how the other teams, what they're going to look like. Injuries could play a part in some of this. Kyle Kuzma has said that Wemby's the only untouchable player in the league. I was trying to think, like, okay, let's put a list together.
You think SGA can get traded right now?
Jokic, I don't think you're trading.
You know what?
I understand what he's trying to get across.
I did some research.
I understand what he's trying to get across.
I did some research.
Lou, hold on. We did research, Rachel.
Is he the only untouchable? No, I think he's the most untouchable.
Okay.
I think he is the most untouchable player. You look at guys like Luka, SGA, even Giannis and Jokic. If you put a package together with crazy first-round picks and some players, yeah, I think everyone is touchable to a certain point. He's the most untouchable.
There is no package. It doesn't exist to trade a Steph Curry. There's no package.
But Steph Curry might want
There's no package. There's no Jalen Brunson
Also, is it
package.
for Wemby? Is it
right?
You know what I mean?
Unless they get traded for each other.
Yeah.
Other than that,
then all of a sudden they're
that would be a
touchable.
horrible trade.
There's no Jason Tatum package out there.
I agree with Tatum.
I understand what
I think
Kyle
there's
Kuzma
definitely a
is.
Jason Tatum package.
I think there's a Tatum package.
I think with Jaylen Brown, everything going on in Boston, and
they got their ring. Now you can do other things.
Well,
not a package.
I'm just saying. I think everyone to a point is touchable.
I understand his point.
Sounds weird.
It's a weird sentence.
Everyone is touchable, but I am just saying. I do think I agree with Kuzma. He's the most untouchable. Can you agree?
I hope so.
The most untouchable.
He wasn't at any of those parties.
I hope so.
Not there yet.
Listen.
I think of every prospect, of every young guy, old guy. Listen, is LeBron touchable? Of course he is at this stage of his career.
No, he's
I think
not.
age, talent,
There's
future,
no package
potential.
that you're going to be like, we'll give you this for Wemby. Like, no one has
If
that.
you have the #1 pick next year and you can get Cooper Flag and they throw in a later lottery pick and another 2 role players.
I give you this.
It's question.
Kyle Kuzma has a point. He's one of the few young players that's coming up.
Like Anthony Edwards is touchable right now?
You would say he's the most untouchable. That's a great way to put it. He's the most untouchable.
But
I can put something together, though, to make it very interesting.
There's not an Anthony Edwards package out there that Minnesota's like,
I don't know. Cat's gone. Maybe they're like, oh, let's just do some other things.
Absolutely not.
I think there's a package.
Cat, listen, along with Cat is going to be your fan base and everything that comes with it if you even think about putting a package together.
I just think there's a possible package with whoever gets the #1 pick, this mystery of Cooper Flag, and with the other players that are currently
not for these guys we're talking about.
Well, no, it's got to be other picks. It's got to be other players.
Also,
there's a package.
Cooper Flag's a bit of an unknown.
That can be touched.
Stop, please
Here
stop.
we go.
No.
Here we go.
If there was a drinking game, you're drunk because we just said packaged way too many times. And also, stop it.
All right.
Lakers, look.